Welcome. Welcome to today's Q&A. Okay, so we're gonna solve some problems of questions of the day. And first, you try them on your own. Pause the video, write the questions on your own, and try doing the questions. And then if you're not able to do it, then watch the solution. But before, okay, now I'm gonna do the solution part. Okay. So let's do the first one. Okay. So I'm gonna wipe the rest of this. So the first is this: how do you do it? It is simple. We do not know the value of sine 40. You do not know what the value of cosine 40 is. And we also cannot write this in terms of any other angles, like 90 degree. If you do it 90 degree minus 50, it's not helpful at all. If you use that, it is sine et over 2. Use this formula, again it's not helpful at all. So what I suggest you to do is here, okay, to solve the LHS, what do you have to do? To solve it, just do the summation. And then this will be sine 40 degree, cosine 40 degrees, alright? And then here, the root 3 is this, so root 3 times cosine 40 degrees plus sine 40 degrees. It will be this. Okay, furthermore, this is root 3. Does this look familiar to you? Any values? Okay, it looks familiar, but it is tangent 60. It is tangent 60. We're not interested in tangent. But we're not interested in tangent. What we're interested in is sine and cosines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide it by 2 and multiply it by 2. So 2 times root 3 over 2 cosine 40 plus half sine 40 over sine 40 cosine 40 with this. Now 2 as it is, root 3 over 2 in terms of if you want to write in terms of sine, then this will be sine 60 degrees times cosine 40 degrees plus this in terms of sine will be sine 30 degrees times sine 40 degrees. And what I want on the bottom is this looks like sine and cosine, so this looks like 2 times sine and cosine, as in the formula of sine 2a. So I'm again going to divide it by half and multiply it by 2 such that it becomes 2 sine 40 cosine 40. Now furthermore, this is going to be what is equal to pay attention, 2 as it is, sine 60 cosine 40. Okay, instead of sine 60 you could have written here cosine 30 and here cosine 60. Okay, it would still be valid. Oh, I'm sorry, sine. Okay, so if you want to replace with cosine, then it should be cosine 30 and this should be sine 30. Okay, so you could have done it with cosine as well. They both give the same answer. This part here is sine 60 plus 40. This is nothing but sine 60 plus 40 divided by. Next, what we're going to do on the bottom is we're going to take this 2 on the top, okay, because the 2 will come up there, and this will be sine 80 because this is the formula of sine 2a. Sine 80, this will be 4 sine 100 divided by sine 80. Again you might say that of what help is this? Of what help is this? Then there is a way to actually do this further, and that is that you write sine 100 as 90 degrees plus 10 degrees. Okay, so we want to write this in terms of 10 degrees. So can we write this in terms of 10 degrees? Of course we can. This will be sine 90 minus 10 degrees. Now this is going to be 4 sine 90 degrees plus 10. And that is cosine 10 degrees. And sine 90 degrees minus 10. Again, this is cosine 10 degrees. And this is just 4. Okay? Okay? So I have proven that this is indeed equal to 4, and that's your answer. Okay? So this is the answer that you get. Okay, you may pause it and want to write the solution if you want. Let's go to the next problem. Alright, we have this problem to solve. Again, try to pause this video and try to solve it on your own first. If you're not able to do it, then continue the video. I'll do it. I'll solve the LHS now. 4 and cosecant can be written as 1 over sine 2a in this case, times this will be cosine 2a over sine 2a. Next, what I can do is I can write this as 4 and then cosine 2a. I want to write this as cosine squared a minus sine squared a divided by, okay, this will, okay, wait a minute, it's cotangent, okay, so it is going to be sine squared 2a at the bottom. Now I can write this further as 4 times cosine squared a minus sine squared a divided by sine 2a, and let's square it. Okay, let's use the formula of sine 2a and then square it. It's going to be 2 sine a cosine a, and this thing squared. So this changes into 4 cosine squared a minus sine squared a divided by 4 sine squared a cosine squared a. Now what are you going to do? We're going to divide this separately, and 4 first of all will cancel out. So this divided to this, cosine squared and cosine squared will cancel out. This will be 1 over sine squared a, which is, okay, so let's write this down. 1 over sine squared a minus, this is going to be here, sine squared a and sine squared a cancel out. So 1 over cosine squared a. This thing is cosecant square a, and this is secant square a, and this is what we wanted to prove, so it's proved. Okay, you can pause the video and think about it on your own. Again, let's go to the next problem now. Let's do this. Okay, now we're gonna solve the next problem, which is 2 cosine theta plus 1 times 2 cosine theta minus 1 times 2 cosine 2 theta minus 1 times 2 cosine 4 theta minus 1, okay, is equal to 2 cosine 8 theta plus 1. Let me match it again. 2 cosine theta plus 1 times 2 cosine theta minus 1 times 2 cosine 2 theta minus 1 times 2 cosine 4 theta minus 1. Alright, so let's do the LHS. So I'm just going to solve the LHS. So solving the LHS. Here we have 2 cosine theta plus 1, 2 cosine theta minus 1. Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to make this bigger, make the theta grow. Okay, we want to have the theta grow. So how can you have the theta grow? So first of all, let's solve it. Let's solve this. This is going to be 4 cosine squared theta minus 1 times 2 cosine 2 theta minus 1 times 2 cosine 4 theta minus 1 is going to be this. Now this is equal to, this looks familiar. Okay, this looks familiar. What does it look familiar to? 2 cosine squared theta minus 1. That looks familiar. So it looks quite same as that, but not equal to that. So what you're going to do, you're going to make this look like that. So we're going to have 2 common. So it will be 2 cosine squared theta. And this is going to be minus half, but still I'm going to write minus 1 forcefully. Then if I do this forcefully, then here this becomes minus 2 instead of minus 1. So why not add 1? So this will be this times 2 cosine 2 theta minus 1 times 2 cosine 4 theta minus 1. Now this will be 2 cosine square theta minus 1 is cosine 2 theta. Okay, then this plus 1 times 2 cosine 2 theta minus 1 times 2 cosine 4 theta minus 1. So furthermore, what we want to do? This, we can perform algebraic operation onto it and write this down as 4 cosine squared 2 theta minus 1 times 2 cosine 4 theta minus 1. Let's solve it. So I'm going to wrap this up now. This thing. What does it become now? Let's see. This will be equal to, alright. Okay, so did I miss anything? I do think yes, I have. Really? No, I haven't missed anything. So 4 cosine, what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to have again 2 common, so it looks familiar. So if I have 2 common, I'm left with 2 cosine squared 2 theta, and then I'm going to forcefully subtract minus 1 instead of half. And then I have subtracted 1 mode, that's why I'm going to add 1 mode over here for this thing. And this thing times 2 cosine 4 theta minus 1. So this is what it becomes. I'm going to wipe this step now. Let's wipe all of this. So this becomes 2 as it is, and 2 cosine squared 2 theta minus 1. This becomes cosine 4 theta plus 1 times 2 cosine 4 theta minus 1. Now this will become 4 cosine squared 4 theta minus 1. Just doing the algebraic manipulation. Okay, distribute this into distribute all of them. You can going to get this 4 cosine squared theta 4 cosine squared 4 theta minus 1. Now again it looks familiar. So what does it look familiar to? Let's have 2 common, so it becomes familiar. So we're going to have 2 cosine squared 4 theta minus 1 plus 1. Okay, so what was the step to make it bigger? The step to make it bigger was the formula that it looks familiar. Make it look like that. Make it look like that. Solve it. Make it again look like that. Do the algebraic manipulation. Make it again look like that. Solve it, and you get the theta to be bigger, and theta becomes bigger. So 2 times this thing is again cosine 8 theta. Okay, so I can write this as cosine 8 theta, and yeah, so just write this 2 cosine 8 theta, and then plus 1. And this is what we wanted. This is what we wanted to write this into. So we have proven this. Okay, so this was problem for today. See you in the next video with next set of problems in questions of the day.